resume. So I am recording now, everyone. I'm still letting a couple people in, so just know that I'll be looking up. You might hear some clicks. You are more than welcome to stay off of Zoom. Here's a couple reasons. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to be able to take the posture that is best for you in the present moment. I also love seeing you when that's right. Evening is tougher because we often choose a lying posture. There are some benefits and some consequences for that. One of the consequences is that there's a really strong chance that you're going to become drowsy. And metta practice, loving kindness practice, friendliness practice is still about falling awake as often as we can. And so because the repetitions require a certain quality of mind, a certain attention, a certain concentrated effort, lying down can be challenging to hold that effort with some energy, some zeal, some vigor. What are these other words, right? So watch the lying if you're going to lie. I don't want to stop you from lying. I do know that it's delicious to fall to sleep in the middle of a metta practice. I do. I also get that. But still, even with that, even with the deliciousness of that, the truth is the better investment in the practice is still the awakened heart. There is a way through ease and through calm and through stability to this awakened heart. So are you just going to be walking between these things? Enough attention, energy in the body, energy in the mind to stay with the objects, and sufficient ease, sufficient softening, sufficient rest, sufficient calm in which to see the objects in open space most clearly, most vibrantly. So you just play with that no matter what you're doing. Here's one of the first quotes. I've been reading a little more of Thomas Aquinas, and I've really enjoyed his teachings. Here's one. We have cause. We all have a purpose. We all have a reason. We all have a reality that we're working with. We need those, don't we? Otherwise, the darkness and the cold gets in and everything starts to ache. Our souls have a purpose. It is to love. If we do not fulfill our heart's greatest vocation, we are destined, aren't we, all to suffer. That's Thomas Aquinas. One of the two. Then I sent to everyone one. Let's see if I can find that. I can't post it because I'm still working out my new computer system, but I think I can make contact. This one I'll read before we strike the bell, so you can get ready and in the pose, the one that's most available to you today. I'm just going to do one more little check, make sure we're all here. Good to see you all. Leslie, good morning. I think it's morning in Israel. I hope there is ease there for you. Let me check one more place. Looks like we got everybody. Okay. Good to see you all. I'm going to stop the share if you don't mind. Give us a little more space. Okay, here's the other quote. And we're going to use this one as the entry into our sitting practice this evening. We're going to be practicing for just about 30 minutes. This one by Thomas Aquinas is called "We Are Fields Before Each Other." We are fields. We're the fertile soil right here for each other. What does it have? What does he say? How is it they live for eons in such harmony, the billions of stars, when most men can barely go a minute without declaring war in their mind against someone they know? Well, it's true, isn't it? Someone they don't know. There are wars where no one marches with a flag. Through that, there are wars where no one marches with a flag, though that does not keep casualties from mounting. Our hearts irrigate this earth. We are fields before each other. Can we live in harmony? First, we need to know we're all madly in love with this same life, with this same God, with this same wish for happiness, for ease, for connection, for belonging, for love. And so establishing ourselves for the practice. Sitting or lying. See if you can't bring a little energy to the mind and body. And then take a big breath in, breathing in, filling the lungs, the body with energy, with enthusiasm for the practice. Then settle the mind into the body and the body into the seat you've taken. This seat of awakening, the seat of presence, this seat of being in love, being alive, right here and right now. Find that heart. The one that is most alive, most loving, most present right now. And then we're going to offer that very heart to a special one. To a special one. Someone in need, someone with whom you're having challenges. That's mine today. Someone who is needing supports, someone who is ill, someone who's recovering, someone who's fearful. Someone whom, when you simply call them to mind, the heart sings. A child, a pet, a deity, a partner, a parent, someone living, someone past. May we offer this practice and its benefit to this special one and then to all beings everywhere. May we all have the happiness, the ease, the joy, the love. May we all be fertile ground, fertile soil for that love in each other. And with a gentle strike of the bell, we begin to turn the attention towards our own awakened hearts. I'm just literally going to place my hand right over my physical heart. Breathe right in. And out, and feeling the expanding and contracting of the body. And the beating of my own heart, that physical heart, that gives me the privilege this very moment for being alive and for offering and receiving love. We're just going to settle and stabilize the mind in that heart's breath. We're not trying to breathe a certain way. The breath that is being offered to you is already enough. Just like the love that is available to you this moment is already enough. It doesn't have to feel a certain way. Its reality is the thing that is enlivening you beyond the breath. It is a love from before, a love that has been ignited many, many times and is present and available now. The love of life, the love of peace, the love of God, the love of your faith, the love of the other, another, the love of all beings. It's right here. We don't need to cultivate some other moment or another feeling. Whatever you're feeling right now is an expression of this love. And so let's breathe in, see what's there, the many facets of the diamond. If you are fearful, there's fear over the wish for safety, for ease, for connection. This is your genuine wish. Safety, ease, and connection. If we are worried for that in another. Or maybe that in ourselves, worry about sufficiency, worry about enoughness, worry about impermanence, worry about the inescapable realities of this human life. This is a version of love. This is the same as the wish, right on the near side. This is the wish for happiness, for health. Even the worry carries this love. The love of your newborn child. As the sutta says, honoring, relating, connecting with each other as if we are each our own most precious child. Because in fact we are. Feel the vibrations of that love. See if you can't remember its achy, expanding nature. It pushes beyond the limits of our everydayness. It pushes to the timelessness, to the agelessness, to the alwaysness of love, which is never diminished by time, by place, by space. This is love beyond physicality. This present moment love is love that is infinite. Unconditioned. Ever present. Breathe into it. There is nothing to make bigger or smaller or more or less. It is already the perfect size. It fits perfectly into the awakened heart mind. Limitless. Vast. How do you know? And how does this physical body actually know this love? Get familiar with its felt sense. Breathe into the heart and then into the whole torso and breastscape. Feel what's present there. If this is a love that cannot die, how do you breathe it? If this is a heart that is only expanding, including, opening, embracing, how does this heart beat? And what happens with the fear when we connect with this boundlessness? This kind of love, this loving kindness, this compassion, this care, it isn't dependent on the object at all. It doesn't matter whether the one you love is here or not. It does not diminish love. It doesn't matter if they're kind or ornery. It does not diminish love. If they're alive or not. It does not diminish love. And then we begin to see that no matter the conditions of the present moment, early or late, California, Texas, Philadelphia, doesn't matter. Love is not diminished by time or place or space. It is not diminished by persons, not this love. See if you can begin to feel the reality of this love, and it's moving beyond naturally, really, it's not with effort, moving beyond those boundaries. And then we begin to see time is no limit, physicality no limit, pleasant or unpleasant, no limit. This is not love, because love is unconditioned. It's not dependent on any factor. It actually is this sense that those at Quest Haven call really God indwelling. God indwelling, dwelling in our own hearts, radiant, luminous, boundless. Can you feel that? And then you wonder, what was in my way? What did the mind collapse into that limited the idea of this love? This is what Thomas Aquinas meant when he said, we are fertile ground, fertile soil for each other. There is only love, really. Everything else is coming from some other fear-based, safety-based. And it doesn't mean we don't get to feel that too, but we can also love that. Isn't it possible? We can love our fear, we can love our anger, we can love and include confusion, distress, anxiety, sorrow. And in fact, this is a part of the essential work, isn't it? Moving beyond the conditions, the preferences, the pleasantness, moving beyond attachments to those we love, those we like. This love is a love without bounds, without limits, with no preference. Or I guess we could say preferencing all. Create that fertile field all around you. Let it go as far back into the past as you want it to go, including grandparents, great-grandparents, their time, their place. You can include them in all that is before by its very recollection in this present moment. I can love the great-great-grandparents I never knew, all of their friends, all of those they loved, all of those people who assisted them, helped contribute to their well-being, and beyond and beyond. It all contributed to this moment right here. Without them, there would be no moment and no knowing. There would be no knowing of love. What a privilege. And then calling to mind someone from the past and inviting them present. Present moment. And you will begin to see how actually easy, natural, and real it is. It requires no magic. This heart expands in all directions, including into the past, which then makes for this present moment all the love that came before. Just pick one. We have known many facets of love. a warrior love, a protector love, a gentle love, a nurturing love, a quiet love, an enthusiastic love. Pick one, just a part of the whole. Breathe it here. Take it in. Let it nourish your own heart as it has throughout time. I'm inviting in Grandma Irene. She had a gentle and a quiet love, something I could learn from. We can picture that person, we can look into their face, we can just breathe them in, knowing that they are knowing that this love is already known and known now, this present moment. Just by calling it up, we remember, we recollect, and we activate that love. Let it nourish you. I can feel it softening the body, softening the edges. Maybe you've called on a love of strength or courage, a love of someone protecting, offering safety, taking a stand. Feel into the body of that love. It's present here and now. Make it available. Immerse yourself in that love. And so, how does that love, the love you've chosen, the one you know, how might you make it manifest in the present moment, beyond the recollection, beyond the contemplation? How do you make it most alive? We know that the thinking begins that process. We know the feeling furthers it, and we know then deeds themselves make it fully manifest. How then can we live this love? Is there then an act of gentleness we might offer to ourselves, to another? What would that be? Is there some part of this heart, this love, that you could also offer to your special one? A all, the word, the deed, they all matter. We're going to recite the phrases of loving kindness to take that seed thought, that seed consciousness, and make it real. And see then how you continue to open, expand, and live it, calling to mind that special one and yourself. And I could just picture me climbing right into the apron pocket of my grandmother. Like I might need some lessons here on this gentle love. And I'm imagining making the offer of this gentle love to my special one, the one with whom I have been having a challenge. And I'm recognizing as I just imagine the possibilities for living this love, and certain possibilities come to mind. And checking back with your own body, seeing how this body knows this particular form of love. Just one of the expressions. Can you feel its energy, its vitality and aliveness? Is there anything in its way? What is it? If this love is unconditioned, unconditional, always friendly, always kind, always available, what would you have to let go of? Whatever you're holding is ultimately simply an ego element. The need to be right, to be seen, the need to have it our way. See what happens if you can simply let that ego element dissolve. You don't have to be right. You don't have to be acknowledged. This love does not require anything. It's still right here. What becomes possible? What obstacle or barrier have we just removed in this present moment, METTA? And if you can offer to the special one, what I also want you to know is that that very heart that very boundless, unconditional, and always available heart, we can also then offer to you, because you don't have to be a special way to be deserving of this love in this present moment either. Whoever you are right now, this is enough. And just as I wish that you be happy, may I be happy. Just as I wish for you to be free from pain, fear, distress, and all suffering. May I wish this freedom for myself. See if we can't let some of that barrier dissolve. Just as I wish for your happiness and ease, may I also live with ease. And feel the stretch. You don't have to be in any way at all. Just as we remove the conditions for the other, we remove them for ourselves. We can love our very humanness, just as we can love another in theirs. Just as I wish for your well-being, may this equanimous heart, this unconditional heart, this boundless heart, wish this also for myself. And just as I wish it for me, I wish it for you. Love in all directions. And let it expand and grow. Let it include whoever it will. This present moment. Just see who's there. Let them in. Send them love, friendship, care, ease, freedom, whatever's available. May we all be happy. May we all free from fear, from pain, from harm, from all distress. Include as many things as possible. May the walk be peaceful and have ease. May we all know that we are loved, that we are capable of love. And that we can offer love the minute we arrive to this present moment. It's only from here that love is possible. And then silently repeating those phrases for just another moment. Finding the phrases that work for you. This present moment love from this present moment heart. This present moment love. Conjoined. And we will gather this love and offer it where it is most needed. And may this practice this evening may be a benefit. May we continue to generate and radiate in this present moment love. And then let this day, this good day, begin and will be done. Wherever you are. I hope that this present moment was one you could make contact with. It is, in fact, the only moment to be alive, to be loving, to be awake, to be present. Let's use it. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Mom hasn't come in yet, so wow, I think she's going to be spending the night here, which is also wonderful. May you enjoy the rest of your evening. It's good to see you all. And we will be meeting this week, Tuesday, tomorrow morning at 7, and Thursday at 7 with Greg. And then Saturday, we will be doing again our hybrid, both live here in the backyard garden, as well as on Zoom. And so I'm looking forward to that. It's really an opportunity for me. Liz, I see you. I don't see the baby, who might be down for now. That's okay. That's sort of new in progress, I would say. Have a peaceful evening. Have a peaceful evening. There's Nana. Yeah. Right there next to her. That's pretty lovely. Hopefully we'll get to see you soon, Liz, too. All right, everyone, be well. Libby, thank you for today. Libby carried hundreds of pounds of old furniture and crazy stuff. Lots of love to her. And Leslie, safety and well-being to you. Awesome. All right, everyone. Off I go to see if I can figure out where Mom is. I'll look forward to seeing you all soon. Be well.